Hello, DW Randomizer. Welcome to some Sunday action here. Week 4 Random Percent 2025 Dragon Warrior Randomizer Winter League. Today we got Group 9 action featuring Juef, Kigalas, Chadbert, and Sawneyrath11. Hello, everybody. I'm DK9146. Alongside me in the booth doing all the rest of this action is CyberDark86. How you doing today?
I'm pretty good. And yourself?
Living the dream, ready to see what happens. As chat's been talking, this race has a lot of implications as we move into week 5, as all 4 runners are still in it. Sawneyrath definitely looking for a W. The others looking for some position as we move into that position round next week. Let's see what we got. We got Invisible Everybody.
Yeah. Now, heads up, I recorded this a couple days ago and pre-tracked it myself. Tracking is not great. I did what I could. I'm sorry.
It's par for the course. Only beta will judge. We saw Gold Torch there, so no keys as well. So at this point, looking like we have vanilla searches. We'll have to confirm as we move along, but no keys will make this a lot simpler.
For sure. Again, visible everything. No sprites. No hero sprite. We'll see a few bunks here and there, I'm sure.
But the little thing here, we got the chest random locations on, so it's not going to be as easy as we thought with getting those items that are going to be. We have a death necklace. Let's see if everybody else gets a death necklace, and that's 2 for 2, 3 for 3. I think we're safe to say it's on.
Yep, and you see a lot of our players doing a gold grind here right to start. No, we don't know if our weapon prices are random or not, so I can see some people going to maybe 25,000 or even 32, possibly.
Exactly, and we don't know what size map we have yet, nothing of that nature, although with the low HP and the green, I'm assuming Big Swamp rolled off. We'll find out here as we go, and how much money they want to take with them. If they want to look at the other side, check the basement, just leave. A lot of early action and early figuring out of what they want to do is about to happen. All right, so there is a chest over on the right here. We got this one here. The NPC is playing a little troll there. No encounter, and we get a bamboo pole, which is one of those items.
Curse Belt and Torch are already in Sawneyrath, so maybe wings?
Yep, wings confirmed by chat as well. No 5th chest over here. And basement is our jerk. So if we have a closed Sharlock, we'll be back here in a bit. Otherwise, we might not ever see that again. Only time will tell.
And we've got a town pretty close outside.
Now, seeing a Wraith Knight that close, I mean, it is possible. Oh, Torches, Fairy Water, disabled. But I'm assuming we're going to probably have some form of Chaos-type enemies here.
Yeah, Wraith Knight only doing 2 damage on level 1, definitely a doodle.
Oh, gets another one. I can understand that 6 strength running away, especially you got some cash in hand, see if this town can get you a weapon. But yeah, that's feeling pretty noodle-like.
It's Caitlin.
All right, I believe that's Vanilla Shop there, and it looked like it was just regular prices with summer sale. So we're about to find out about a Flame Sword Silver Shield, I feel, and how discounted, if at all, they are.
Okay, I didn't realize. So I had watched this video previously. I didn't realize, but juef actually checked the death necklace by equipping it right away.
Hey, you know, it's early in the race, and I know chat mentioned that as well. Not a bad move there. Real easy to reset out of and get going here. So juef with all that cash, if he makes it to Cantlin's going to be able to get all the finest things money can buy. Chadbert was able to get a flame sword here. Kigalas did not have enough cash for that flame sword. I could see a reset, but he's going to just take what he can get, and we'll see what Saudi ends up with here, but should be able to get it all also.
I love this shop up here. It's hard to find the shopkeeper because you can't see him and he has 4 possible squares he could be in.
Yeah, and every once in a while, it moves perfect. You're moving down, checking, it moves up right at the same time, and you check all 4 spots and still haven't found it.
So it looks like we've got summer sale on some items because the silver shield is normal price, but the flame sword is a little bit cheaper.
Absolutely, and we do have some random XP requirements. I saw when juef was in the throne room, it was 9 experience to level 2, so we'll have to just play it by ear as the levels come along.
Magic armor, normal price. Full plate, broadsword, all normal. I missed the hand axe.
Yeah, so this is interesting. Everybody took a slightly different approach to the amount of gold. Juef was able to get it all, and everybody else has a combination thereafter. As a Wraith Knight goes down for 23, and Chadbert's finally going to get this experience rolling here. 10, 1, 4, 24, no spells, and level 2 comes along.
Schmike pointing out you can easily set up a gold grind in Tangential without dying anywhere else because there's enough chests on the first floor.
And we have a treasure guard in Cantlin here. The baby breath breathing goldman. We'll keep that in mind for a little bit later.
Yep, we know it's at least a story item. Could be sword armor or flute as well. Or, well, no, not death necklace because we already have that.
I feel like that's vanilla spells. Heal and hurt. We're at level 4, so looks like we'll most likely be going to level 17 to get that heal more.
Sawneyrath11 grabbing some gold again.
Yeah, Sawneyrath, I just saw Kig doing it as well, grabbing the wings, using the wings to just get out real fast and come back in, retake all the chests. So I can see that. Might honestly have been faster just the reset in gold grind, but we'll see how much he ends up getting.
And Chadbert on level 5 takes a death to a metal scorpion, I believe.
Yeah, sleep and hurt. Between that, we saw the gold man with baby breath, so we know it's not normal abilities. So we have some random abilities going as well.
Wraith goes down pretty easy.
Note in chat how they lit that gold man in there. So you see, they didn't come up with the golem guard in vanilla immediately. They were experimenting, and that gold man was just like the side project that didn't quite work the way they wanted, and they had it in storage, but it must have got out.
I mean, what better way to keep all your gold than in a golem shaped thing?
Absolutely, absolutely. So here we go. We got some more purchasing here. The flame sword, definitely the most important item here, just to give you some extra attack power to start taking out some of these. Juef does take down the gold man, who has normal rewards, and there's a bigger stick under him.
Ah, the sword. Nice for early game.
So there we go. So this is lots of information here. So now we know vanilla rewards on our chaos enemies. You're going to be looking for that golem or that red dragon, hoping that they just roll down and are like one shot easy 350 targets. Well, speaking of golem, there we got it on Kigs, hitting a little hard.
Ooh, and DL2 breath as well.
Yeah, that DL2 breath hits even a little harder. So we'll keep that in mind. That's one of our big targets, though. Maybe it'll be Hurt Moreable. Oh, never mind. Hurt More's not till 19, so maybe it'll just come along once we get a little more strength. Well, Juef getting 5 more levels there, jumping quickly from 6 to 11. Much stats came along there as well.
Oh, it looks like Chadbert's going for some coordinates here already. Pretty good chance these are going to be the token, of course. 11 north and 49 west.
Yeah, and now that there are coordinates, we know for sure this is not an open Sharlock.
Juef already fighting a werewolf.
Yeah, they've got moderate HP for sure. It's 2 shots to take it out, but very, very, very nicely done. And 95 a pop's not going to be turned down at all when you only have 600 experience overall.
Juef finds another town. It's keys, the thing we don't need.
Yeah, exactly. No keys needed. There can be up to 3 chests in this town with the random chest locations. The first 2 are blank, but we do have the free one here in the town hall, and he is short. There we go.
It's gold. More gold.
Yeah, definitely doesn't need any gold at this point. He's got all the things he's ever going to be purchasing outside of maybe some herbs or a dragon scale. But the exploration goes on. I'm trying to pay attention to the map as well, just to see if it kind of gives us an idea of what size we rolled.
Kigalas up to level 9. Chadbert, I think, is at level 10 as well. Sawneyrath just hit 4.
Well, we have Mountain Cave here, and Juef starts walking normal, then throws on Radiant, remembers that the chest rolled alternate locations is coming around. Neither up top chest has been put in this dungeon, though.
Nope, there's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 locations downstairs, possibly, maybe 7.
Yeah, there's 8. There could be 4 right here on that screen. There's only 1 of the 4, 2 to the right, the normal 5th chest, and the alternate chest down by that one.
Ooh, Golem's down here as well. Juef is going to go for one.
There it is. There it is. He's got the strength. 1 shot, easy money. There's your enemy.
Ooh, green dragon's down here as well.
Yeah, this is a nice zone. A very, very nice zone. We'll see how well it plays. That might have been a treasure guard, and it was Stones of Sunlight.
All right, 1 story item down. Sawneyrath now taking on that gold man. Should get a Zerdric sword here.
Yeah, got lucky. Didn't have enough to take it out in 1, but it did not do the stop spell baby breath. Just did a nice little, get a level up off of it as well. That's pretty nice. Trying to figure out what Chadbert's doing down here. He stopped, Then he moved one step, then he stopped again, maybe just trying to map it out.
I think he's counting the coordinates, or trying to, but it looks like you have to go over that river.
Gotcha. I missed that he was doing his stutter step in earlier while trying to see what was in this mountain cave. Last chest, another curse belt.
Dragon scale there in the bottom of swamp.
Well, those golems coming along very nicely. Juef maintaining a decent early experience point lead here as a result of that. And as a result of seeing the enemies here, just starts walking back and forth.
Yeah, it's a great place for a grind. At level 13 in 12 minutes, I mean, it's pretty good. 14, actually.
Yeah, I was like, there we go, another one. So, again, we got to get to 17 to get that heal more. Just got a very nice HP bump there. 124 HP at level 14. All right, Kig finally gets that gold man down as the last our runners. Everybody's got the Erdrick sword now, and off to the races. It's all about figuring out where we got the stones. We know the tokens on the coordinates. It's all about finding that harp at this point, and the armor will be in Hawks.
Yeah, another 10 we have to find. By the look of it, shouldn't be a problem to kill it, or kill the enemy by the time we get there.
See, Princess has got the wings back there. All she had to do is open that chest, use those wings, realize you can't use them inside, and then cry a little bit.
And we've got a princess rescue for Chadbert.
Yeah, I guess he saw that it's a little complex to get there. No easy path around to pick up. Plus, with the alternate XP requirements, it never is a bad thing, honestly, to have the princess. We'll see how many princess rescues we get in week 5. Similar situation.
Poltergeist here on the spike tile, and it's taken a few hits for sure.
Yeah, definitely a beefy HP guy, but gets through it again. Well, Juef continuing to walk back and forth, really wanting those golems, otherwise taking on the other things as they come along. Even just hopefully one shot in that Druid Lord in most instances is worth it at this point.
Hey, we've got a green dragon on top of a chest here on the top of swamp. It could be a treasure card. And it is, because when you run away, you get knocked back.
Well, we saw Juef definitely took down a green dragon before, but Chadbert opts to just nope out of it right now.
So given that the armor and the fairy flute are known where they are, we've got the stones, we know where the token is, that's probably harp?
Yeah, that definitely has to be the harp at this point. So the story items are going to come together fairly quick if everybody puts all the pieces of the puzzle together.
Another golem down for Juef. Up to level 16. Less than a level a minute. Or, sorry, more than a level a minute.
Yeah, he hit jackpot finding the zone, and you just don't leave a zone when you have it this nice. You kind of wish it was the overworld, and it may exist on the overworld, but you have what you have. Take advantage of it.
For sure, and it's only one more level until we get heal more, and that's really all you need. The rest of the stats are looking pretty good as well.
I love this magician, though. Obviously, decent agility on the magician. Just absolutely took forever to get away from it. And then he's low on resources, goes ahead and outsides.
Chadbert's still looking for those coordinates there. Using the princess now, of course.
Yeah, he was about 35 too far to the east. Has to press pretty far west here.
Comes back into the swamp cave, maybe going for that harp.
But don't look now. Juef getting level 17. Level 17 coming in. With 17 MP, but most notably that heal more spell. All right, Jill finds tablet is going to immediately start diving, does not look at the northeast. Now, we know based off our knowledge that there is nothing there. Doesn't check the alternate chest location there either. Maybe just temporarily forgetting that alternate chest locations are on.
Oh, there it is. Cast the Radiant, starts looking again.
Reverse, yeah, there we go. We got alternate chest. We know there can't be nothing of too much note here. Best thing at this point would be a fighter's ring.
And Chadbert did confirm the silver harp there in north of Swamp. Has picked it up.
Well, Chadbert went through Swamp thinking maybe that's going to take him towards the coordinates, but it took him about as far away from the coordinates as you possibly could get on this map.
It doesn't look like anyone else has found Mountain Cave yet, or that great grind zone the juef had. Sawneyrath and Kigalas are just grinding here in the forest tiles, or sometimes even the grass.
Yeah, precisely. And I mean, it's under 4,000 to level 17, so it's not huge. But yeah, I mean, even like finding that stone man there that Juef just came across as he finds a very crucial Hawk's Nest.
Yeah, we know this is the armor. Is it an Axe Knight? It's a Druin.
So far, Druin and Poltergeist are our two spikes that we've seen. We'll see if maybe we can get a Droll to be the third spike inside of Sharlock just to make it that middling group 1-2.
So all Juef needs now is Swamp Cave. And to remember that there are chests in Swamp Cave.
Yeah, and unsure. I can't remember if Juef ever grabbed the coordinates or not. But
right, doesn't have the token yet. Yeah.
All right, Juef from the future letting us know he had not checked that yet, but he's going to check back here. He does not have the harp yet, but does need his exchange locations. We'll see what cave is hiding behind Garanham.
And Kigalas, after finding Swamp Cave, picks up the dragon scale on the bottom. Should head towards the north now and see if what the chest is up there, or if there's a chest, of course.
Just the Stones Cave in the back with a empty chest, aka an herb. All right, Kigalas is going to take his turn at this slightly tinky poltergeist here.
Chadbert's still going for those coordinates. Nope, grinding instead.
Yeah, he came across the zone here. I don't know what else is in here. I keep trying to catch it every time I look over to Trakima, which isn't exactly the greatest. Yeah, the other three kind of just chugging along, getting some experience. Chadbert kind of setting up here. Kid going to go ahead and grab him a princess. Juef going to finally check the basement and find out he's going to be back here in a few minutes once he has some other items. And I don't know, it's all kind of coming together. Definitely a nice lead for Juef as far as experience goes. Just got to figure out where the Swamp Cave is, find that harp in the top, and kill that green dragon. Additionally, go back to Caitlin and get some cords.
Kigalas is carrying the princess. You can see him when he goes left or right, the princess shows up on the sprite.
Yeah, I love that. It's so humorous. When you walk north, invisible, everybody.
For someone who doesn't know that the character's in the middle of the screen at all times, might be useful.
See, now, I think since she shows up, she's visible down inside a swamp. She's visible when you're carrying her around. Once you turn her into the king, she should be the only NPC that shows up. She should be visible over there right now.
Nice.
Yeah, so a couple of runners definitely come across the Sharlock location down here. We'll see where Kid opts to go at this point. Did not check that top chest location in Swamp. Check the bottom, check the middle. So that might be an oversight.
Kigalas is in chat earlier said, "Hey, Kig, don't forget that top chest." Oops.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. At least I caught that as well then. So what we know here is just shy of 4,000 for level 18. Chadbert hitting level 15, just shy of 2,000. So doesn't have a ton to go. Right side slightly back on as far as experience with Kig, kind of trailing. Gets an excellent dodge from a metal scorpion. Now is getting slept. Oh, there's some red dragons for Sonny. It ran
down pretty
quick. Oh no,
quick.
he got it.
Yep. 1-0, 13 and 6. Now Juef is going for the princess as well. I don't know if he's checked that top chest yet. Has checked the bottom. Yeah, Sawneyrath, I noticed 3 of you at the one time were grinding outside of Sherlock in that zone there.
Yeah, you can't. The 350 enemies you can never turn down. So Juef gets that middle chest as well. Outside doesn't make the immediate turn back to check.
Oh,
there it is. All right.
There it is, the last story item needed. Other than the staff of rain, of course.
No, that's fantastic for Juef there. He has all the information outside of the staff cave. Only thing that's outstanding here, just got to get everything else handled.
It's going to drop off Gwalen here so you can get or find the coordinates pretty easily. So Sawneyrath catching up, actually, and Chadbert both at level 15, getting pretty close to 17. Kigalas is still a bit behind on level 12, but 2,500 experience from where he wants to be.
Yeah, Kig would be slightly ahead on the exploration had he remembered there could be a top chest in Swamp. And based on him posting in chat about that, I have a feeling that's going to be one of those things we're going to have to revisit a little later. Here we go. We're going to get us a chord check here from Juef finally.
Chadbert killing some red dragons down there as well now.
Yeah, this is fantastic. This is going to be 16 and 17, probably both at the same time or just shy of 17 for Chadbert.
Ooh, and Kigalas has found Mountain Cave. I believe the stones were in there.
So here we go. Yeah, that quickly propelled Chadbert to go stats, or at least go try stats, with our Chaos Dragon Lords coming up. But so he's got a lot of work to do. Got to go around, find some things. Kig, a little further along on the exploration, a little behind on the experience. But as we note, if you can find this zone, it is absolutely quick to catch that up.
I think Chadbert's being blocked by an NPC on that chest.
Oh yeah, the NPCs in here are trolls like crazy because they're running all over the place. They love to block those openings too.
Ooh, Kigalas running away from the golem here in Mountain Cave.
Yeah, he got burnt by one earlier, so I can understand it, but does pick up his stones. This red dragon for Sonny is going to be enough for 17. We'll see if Sonny decides to press out and start doing the exploration side of things. There we go. Chadbert in the mountain going to find their stones here shortly. Sonny has decided to press out for the exploration now, which makes absolute sense. Kig is off to trying to figure out where these cords are. Someone's going to get a token eventually. 11 north, 49 west is what we're looking for. Ooh, 1 and 1 off. The problem here, walking around like Kig was just doing, it's Tri-State a treasure guard, so not a guarantee a treasure guard will be on the token and or that you haven't already killed it.
For sure, yeah. Kigalas up to level 15 now, the only one not at level 17. How about that would heal more?
Yeah, I mean, the Green Dragon's definitely given some decent enough experience there. Walks away. Did he already search and I just missed it?
I am not sure. Kind of hard to track 4 people at once.
Yeah, precisely. Yeah, Juef got his token though, and as he's just got to find that one cave. We just got to turn that harp into a staff, and that old man's hiding somewhere off in the far reaches of this map. I'm guessing, so far, based on what we're seeing, I'm guessing it's a small. I haven't seen any sharp edges for a normal, and it's definitely not a very small.
Juef hits level 18 here, just normally killing enemies as he's walking around.
Yeah, another big bump. Oh yeah, the grave exists. The grave also not going to ever be explored by anybody.
Sawneyrath posting in chat too, do not forget about that northern chest spot.
Yeah, this has been interesting. Most people, from what I've seen historically, will always check top, bottom, or bottom, top, then go to the middle and do all of the stuff here. But every single runner has gone over to Gwaelin first, check that chest before completing the other check.
I think it's the fact that we pretty much need a Gwaelin in the seed, and then when you get her, of course, the usual option is to outside.
And yeah, right side not doing so hot on checking that top chest, unfortunately, here. So that's going to be a little bit of a setback. We'll see if and when they remember here. Chadbert topping off is still trying to wrap some things up. Juef nearly done here. I'll let you know when I remembered. That's funny. So here we go. We're going to have a rainbow here in about 20 seconds for Juef. Sharlock just around the northwest from start. So we'll most likely get our first view in the Sharlock. Is it going to be full or short? Will our Dragon Lords be nice? Will the spike even let us do the Dragon Lord? About to find out.
Chadbert now back on those coordinates again, still trying to find that token.
Yeah, it's been he definitely was in a good spot there based off where the cords ultimately ended up being when he got to that little bridge, but just short of being able to get there. Should have been able to pick it back up pretty close.
And Juef is in the right spot to drop the rainbow drop, make our bridge.
We got short. Token get for Chadbert there. It was under a Star Wyvern. I don't think anybody's going to pick up the flute here in Cole next door, but you know, if they do, it's okay. I won't talk about you the rest of the seat.
Drop use instead of Death Necklace, it's always good. Yeah, for sure.
Man, that cord spot.
Spike, I didn't even notice.
Oh yeah, I didn't either. I looked down 1 second to see Sawneyrath there. This cord's location is dirty. It's like got a bunch of mountains in the way. Oh baby, that is a Dragon Lord 1.
Yeah, I did 51 damage and put you to sleep. Okay, got a metal slime.
Well, He's got a little bit of HP on him too. The hurt spell. You actually want to see that?
And down he goes. We've got 104 MP left. Shouldn't be an issue.
Does get ambushed, has to use one right away. We'll see if he opts to throw a stop spell and lose another heal more, and he does. It lands. We're off to the races. It's all up to how much HP this thing has. No sign of sleep as of yet. Could have a heal on the back end, though.
Sawneyrath in Mountain Cave should get the Stones of Sunlight here shortly. And Chadbert picking up the Rainbow Drop. The Staff of Rain.
Yeah, Chadbert very quickly putting it all together now. And I think that level 18 actually extremely helpful because it gave them a decent bump in HP, which getting through Dragonlord 1 is not something you're going to be sad about.
Also, I don't believe he equipped the Death Necklace, but should have had over 130 attack anyway.
Yeah, definitely did not equip the Death Necklace here. I saw a 7 come out there. And there's the heal. So this is all but over for Juef now. There's no way in heck he doesn't. There it is. Get some GGs out in chat for Juef. Going to take first. Move him up to 16 points guaranteed into the playoffs, and we'll see how the seedings play group 1 or 2.
Kigalas out there still fighting middle slimes and getting them too. Easy 255 experience. Juef, if you want to drop in the chat room or the voice room, please feel free.
Yeah, it's a fantastic time. Very, very quick. Very nicely played by Juef. Just kind of found that zone, stuck to it, which is a great move in this kind of flag set, especially when you know you have a minimum level to reach, which was 17. And from there, just put the rest of it together in a decent order. Welcome in, Juef. How did you feel about this one? Yeah, I mean, I didn't see anything that I could complain about with your gameplay there. Everything you did made logical sense. You played it masterfully, and that's why you had such a dominating win here.
Oh, sorry, my mic was kind of away. I guess I must have sounded quite quiet. Yeah, I was happy to see in chat that Beta approved of most of my decisions as well. So that's that's good.
Yeah, so yeah, you're in a really good spot. Definitely guaranteed to make the playoffs, which is nice going into week 5. Takes a little bit of that pressure off. I've been on both sides of that, where you're free and clear going into week 5, or you have to do something in week 5 to be able to make it. And it's always nicer to know that at least you'll make the playoffs, unless you looked at the week 6 flags and then you're like, maybe I didn't want to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I'll have to keep that in mind. This will be the first time I make any kind of playoffs, except for my very first time in the summer tournament. So I'm happy about that. Let's see if I will still be happy about it when I do indeed play the further weeks. I've had a lot of fun watching them before. I'm looking forward to being destroyed by them, especially if I make it to the Stair Shuffle. What week is Stair Shuffle again?
That one is week 6, Stair Shuffle Chaos.
Oh no, okay. Well, that'll be fun.
And Beta, that is my goal here. But Chadbert wrapping some things up here. Level 19, getting ready to go make his run on it. Chadbert at 10 points. Second place would put him up to 13 and put him in a pretty decent position to control his destiny going into the into the week 5. So definitely looking to do that. Meanwhile, Kig, still trying to get it all together here, is just now hitting level 17.
Juef, I'm glad you checked the death necklace. I mentioned to DK earlier, we actually had a couple of accidental cursings, and I thought yours was too, but it actually wasn't. Yours was intentional.
Yeah, well, I tried. I wasn't sure exactly how Death Necklace would be on, if finding it would mean it was on or not. I just wanted to make sure. But Beta mentioned in chat he was happy I did not use it instead of the Rainbow Drop. Once in I believe it was just a weekly race on a Sunday night. Both Beta and I equipped the Death Necklace instead of the Rainbow Drop in the very same race, so that was weird and special and definitely memorable.
That's pretty funny. That's actually really funny. And I said we wouldn't see Grave, but unfortunately, since Kig missed the harp at the top of Grave, is now doing a Grave dive. So we'll get some side checks here. Maybe get a fighter's ring out of it, as Chadbert takes out a Druin. So we just had a Druin redux here, and off to the Dragon Lord.
You know, I don't think we've had anyone check the beach chest yet in this tournament, maybe.
And there was almost a relevant one in one of the races this week, where you could have gone and checked at a nice 70, and Chadbert does a pause there, about to find out about sleep. Yeah, buddy.
Runs away, nice.
Okay, gets away. Going to refresh here, get top back up, use all them herbs, because you're definitely not using them in the DL1 phase, and go back in and try a stop spell immediately.
Kigalas at chest 4 engraved and gets the fighter's ring.
Well, very nice. Sleep is now blocked for Chadbert. He's still going to get punched in the face pretty hard, but we saw it was about 5 or 6 swings from juef to get through this Dragon Lord 1, and there you go. We'll see if he opts to throw down the stop spell. We know it has heal on the back end.
Yeah, it does have more HP or more MP, than juef went in with, so it should be a lock as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Barring a miss menu, Chadbert looking extremely likely to take second place here. Sani walking around checking the co-location. Gonna maybe go stop at that shop. Kig has made it to the basement and has found sadness and despair, and we'll see how he approaches this.
I just saw Kigalas running away from a golem. I saw earlier in the race that he had a DL2 breath, which I had never found out about. I always one-shot the golems I found, so that's pretty unfortunate for him.
Yeah, I think you were the only one that really found that grind there in Mountain Cave, and you found it early enough too.
Yeah, I think the big difference there was Kig was still low level, and you had gotten that initial level bump, so you had that strength advantage over him at that point. Sani getting into the general location of the chords finally here, finishing that up.
Okay, was that the thing? I think you put on the curse belt there.
Oh man, okay, so there we go. That's unfortunate, but it's not a big deal. There's Caitlin right next door, and you can top off. But get some GGs in chat for Chadbert. Going to take second, move up to 13 points, put himself in a decent position going into week 5, and see what he can do next week. Well, there goes the uncursing. He does remember where that is, and can now.
Did that. I thought it was Kigalas for some reason.
Hey, look at that! Kig remembers. There's a harp.
Hey.
This is where you're kicking yourself so badly, and I think many of us have been there, overlooking something. Usually, it's the princess chest, to be quite honest. Sometimes it's the princess makes you too happy, and you just forget about the top chest.
Yeah, I think at one point we had named that the J. Coper chest. Or no, J. Coper was the one in Cantlin.
that is right. I remember that. We'll see what Sonny's doing here. Is he also remembering that top chest? No, just going through right now.
Beta's next to Gwalen, and mine is in the southern part of Swamp. Yeah.
So Kig definitely has seen the staff cave. We saw him in there earlier. So he's making a beeline to go do his exchanges, knowing that he's got go try stats. As this was an async, the runners did not have the knowledge of other runners finishing. So you're just going as fast as you can.
Also, Juef, I think you were the only one to complete this with no deaths either.
Yeah, I had not realized that until the end screen stats. But more than the 0 death, I'm very proud of my 38 bunks, given that everyone was invisible.
Right, yeah.
Not diving grave does help a lot with that, though.
And having a short Sherlock, too.
Oh yeah, even with the Radiant or a Torch, I always bunk everywhere on the second floor, like the diamond-shaped room.
Beta pointing out you didn't have any crits either. Then again, only 76 attacks, so, you know.
And speaking of Radiant, I noticed earlier in a race this week that somebody had Radiant on and then used the torch. I think it was Quinn Patrick, and used the torch to remove it from his inventory, and it shrinked the view size to 3x3. It's I did not realize it did that.
I've been there before a couple of times.
Yeah, you got to remember to use your torches before your Radiant, because it'll override it.
Alright, Kigalas, Staff of Rain.
Sonny in chat. I swear I'm not tilted here. Yeah, dude, it's a rough spot to be in right now. You're in clear want to go do things mode, and the game's just not letting you be there. So Kid gets his staff, going to go get this rainbow and go find out about the power of Dragon Lord 1.
Something I noticed watching this race the other day, that one character right on the corner of Tangential up there where you get the keys, a lot of people bonked into her and you had to walk around.
Oh yeah, that's one of the best bonk spots by far with invisible NPCs. Obviously, the random idiots in the back of the Garenham area there can tend to be fun.
I somehow managed to get the chest in the Rimmeldar Community Center without bunking in a single NPC. I was shocked.
Chadbert actually got blocked altogether because somebody was standing on it. And there's a rainbow drop for Kigalas. Short Sherlock should only be a couple of minutes here.
Yeah, we'll see if he gets first action, if he decides to throw down that stop spell on Dragon Lord 1. That's the only wild card in this entire Sherlock dive for a 1-4. The Druid's very straightforward and easy. DL2, just throw a stop spell down, prevent those heals. But honestly, with as much MP, even if you don't, you have enough to recover and throw a stop spell out there at the tail end. So yeah, it's just getting through Dragon Lord 1 and not getting slept and wrecked.
Has found the invisible Dragon Lord. Is declared a fool. and immediately gets hit for 65.
Luckily, it gets slept, but it decides to use hurt, so it doesn't punish him too bad. Does land the sleep spell or stop spell, and is now in. Let's kill it.
Wow, hitting for 78.
Yeah, one of the runners on the left got hit for an 80 on the nose. So yeah, DL1 packing some big biceps today.
And I believe Kigalas went into DL2 with the same amount of MP as Juef, so shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, did not throw out a stop spell though, so most likely going to find out about that heal here in a few moments.
Sawneyrath now up to level 19, still looking for, I'm assuming, the harp?
Yeah, just completely combing everything possible. I'm not sure if and what locations remained that Sonny hadn't seen yet at this point.
Kigalas pointing out he got hit for 78 and then swung up 45. I'm assuming that was deal 1.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. That was sketchy, and I thought I misread that initially until he confirmed that in chat. There's your heal. Oh, and stop spell immediately lands.
Lots of MP left to finish this fight out.
Yeah, the heal's just obnoxious because it knocks off 2-ish swings, but you get that stop spell down and it's easy to recover since we had so much MP. And there it is. Get some GGs in chat for Kigalas. Gonna take 3rd place. Gonna have 13 points going into week number 5. Still in great position.
Yeah, currently in the top 16, so currently in playoffs, but we do have, of course, week 5 left.
Yeah, meanwhile, this is what Sonny had been looking for, the grave. Unfortunately, we know best he's going to get out of here is a fighter's ring and probably some confusion if I'm the guess once he's done.
And Kigalas, feel free to jump in voice if you want to.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm sure because I've absolutely done the same thing where I'm sitting there like after I've looked at every single place, what haven't I seen? And now I'm questioning if I've seen every location, and then I realize I've seen every location. It's like I clearly missed a check somewhere, and then you start replaying them all in your head until you go insane.
For sure. The chest in Rimmaldar is another one I've forgotten about time and time again.
My favorite is the opposite of that. When you've done all of that, you question everything, and then you double check your inventory, and that thing you're looking for has been there the entire time, and you don't even remember when you got it.
Yep, been there as well. I think we all have.
So there we go. We got completion of the grave here, and let's see where Sonny heads. That's usually me as well, Beta. It's typically I got it during like a chest glitch. I didn't realize that's the item I picked up and mistook it for something else, and it just sat there forever. But here we go. He's in the right spot. Immediately heads there and sees the encounter. Wow.
Yeah, sometimes you feel so bad when you've run out of every other chest and it's like, oh, I forgot to go there.
At least it was quickly identified. I could see where you might explore different locations, thinking you might have overlooked a chest in Mountain or one of the towns. So at least it was a quick recovery.
All right, so it's off to the trading cave, both trading caves, and then should be a quick run to Sherlock.
Absolutely, yeah. Staff is over on the far west coast of I think it's almost verified at this point to be a small but not a very small, because there was never a sharp edge, but it's definitely bigger than the very smalls. And then yeah, Rainbow's right back at start.
That should be it. So later on today, at some point, I believe High Spirits is going to be showing a couple of races. We have 3 that haven't been shown on this channel. Group 11 was shown on HTL Run's channel Thursday night in a Red Slime Zone, or a Metal Ninja Slime Zone, I believe. But there are 2 more podcasts we have to do at some point tonight, and then, of course, the Week 5 reveal. Not that it's hard to figure out. Once all the scores go in, you can see for yourself on the league standings page. And there is our rainbow drop.
Yeah, quick top off here in Cantlin and grab a fairy water or 3 just in case. You never know. The fairy waters have come into play when somebody has just too much agility.
I'm gonna sell off probably the fighter's ring and the death necklace, maybe.
Now, he had it right. He was hovered over the fairy flute, and I know it won't accept it, but you should have pressed that button anyway.
I believe Juef does have a discardable fairy flute in his flag sets.
Yeah, that's why he's number 1 in my heart right now. All right, interesting usage of return there, but you know, we know for sure that return's not going to come back to bite him at all. This is pretty straightforward. The entire thing's just making sure you get that stop spell in DL1.
And DL2, of course, so you don't get that heal.
So here we go, Rainbow down. Going to find out it's Short Sherlock and make his way around here. About a minute away from Dragonlord time.
Fairy Water doing his work. I don't think we've seen an enemy yet.
Yeah, I think the Druid's the only thing that was encounterable in here, if I remember. But other than that, yeah, here's the regular Druid on the spike. And there it went.
Yep, another one.
Yeah, easy enough, just 1 through. Already 1 shot 1, why not another? No risk getting run blocked. And here we go, full time.
Immediately slipped.
Does not bother 2 shots. Okay, that works as well.
Gets back attacked. And Sawneyrath, I'm not sure if you know, but you just used the death necklace. It doesn't count on this fight. It counts on the next fight. Of which there is neither.
Yeah, so yeah, the normal meta is to apply it during the Dragon Lord 1 phase so that it's in effect. So right now it's not actually given any additional benefits. It will if you die.
For sure. It also doesn't detract from your health either. You're still going to have your maximum health.
Well, I like that better than just for the heck of it. I like it.
Now, of course, we do have Caitlyn pretty close by if you do die, so it's no problem to go back and get your health restored.
I have played the flute for the Dragon Lord before because, you know, fairy flute and fairy water are very similar in the inventory.
Yeah, sometimes when you're menuing fast, you don't realize the difference.
Yeah, I think that was a pre-update when all the items were just randomly thrown in there. But we're about to see heal from Dragon Lord 2. I think we're in that neighborhood of seeing it. There it is. All these stop spells just landing. This is amazing. I need to learn from these guys. I come from the land of no effect.
Yep, I believe I do bring up the stats here for DL2 after the fight.
Nicely done. Get some GGs in chat for Sawneyrath. Going to finish last and officially be eliminated from postseason contention, but nice recovery overall and played fairly well throughout.
126 HP and a 5 out of 16 stop resist.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. 126 is beautiful. A 50% heal on the back end as well. Very straightforward. And if you wanted real fast, Sonny, jump in and give us some words or give us some more sage advice in chat. Either way is fine with us.
Oh, he's in the waiting room. I'll pull him in.
Yeah, GG's, man. How'd you feel about this one at the time? We have lights, but no audio.
It's because I forgot I had the local mute on my mic on. Aside from screaming at myself because of the silver harp, I felt pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, overall, it went well. I mean, we saw from Juef the path to, like, just total dominance was finding those golems in the bottom zone and sitting there forever. But, you know, other than that, the biggest time loss because of that top chest, you know, all the grave dive and everything is a big piece of the difference overall.
Oh, yeah. And that golem find was amazing, Juef.
Oh yeah, it was. I couldn't believe my luck, but I assumed everyone else would find it as well, but I guess not.
Yeah, when I saw the red dragons encounterable outside of Charlock, I went, nope, I'm sitting here.
Yeah, and we saw the big experience point lead Juef had there, but the red dragon zone definitely caught you up very quickly. Yourself and Chadbert both jumped up really fast and caught up, and just had to do a little bit of exploration at the end there.
Yeah, all in all, not too bad. And, like, I'm still fairly new to the randomizer, so ultimately my goal for this flag set was to get under an hour, which this was the second one. I had one in practice that I had a 45 in, so still happy overall. And on top of that, I've done better than when I was in league last year.
No, that's awesome. And with the random percent this week, there's just so much going on that Cyberdark and I were talking about it. Like there was, you know, the potential for one of those 2-hour slogs that just didn't ever come to fruition, at least for any of the races that I've seen, at least so far this week.
Yeah, there might have been a few because Chadbert and I were practicing together, and he had one that he had to go to level 30 to finish, and I had one that I had to get to 29 to finish.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I've seen one where, I mean, you can get the just worst combination possible at the end game to where level 30 is still just a crapshoot of hoping that like a 1 in 16 sleep lands. or the Hurt Wars land or something like that too. So there are those pseudo impossible potential levels out there.
Yeah.
Well, next week we got some more chaos coming. This one's guaranteed chaos, guaranteed treasure guards. A little more chaosy, I would say, with the larger map and the required treasure guards and all of that. Any thoughts as we look forward to week 5 at all?
I like chaos, so I'm looking forward to it.
No, I love chaos as well, so I'm right there with you.
Yeah, really looking forward to this week myself. I'm out of the playoffs as well, I believe, but let's have some fun with it anyway. I mean, if nothing else, we can play spoilers.
And I was going to say, that's one of my favorite groups. I was talking about this on my stream yesterday. That's one of my favorite groups, is like that last group where somebody in that group, or maybe 2 people in that group, have a chance to progress, the other or others don't, and that person can just completely play spoilers. We've seen it in past leagues. So those are really, really fun to watch. Well, CyberDark kind of nailed it. High Spirit's going to be trying to get the rest of these VODs out. We'll most likely have the official pairings out after that, then later tonight, so we can get week 5 rolling tomorrow. But any final thoughts from either of you or anybody in chat or CyberDark, anything before we wrap up?
Well, just major thanks to UDK and CyberDark for setting this up. This was fun to watch back, and I hope looking forward to watch the other VODs as well.
Yeah, I'll echo what Juef said, and also, Juef, good luck with Stair Theory.
Thank you so much. I'll need it.
Juef, I'm sure you can program something where you can make a map and have them connect and redraw themselves or draw lines between them or something.
I don't know. I'll never have a nice relationship with Stair Shuffle, so I'll live with it.
For sure. All right, I think with that, we're going to head off for now. I'll find someone to raid. DK, you want to run us out?
Yeah, I mean, CyberDark did it all. Very nicely done, buddy. He put together the restream. He got all the tracking pre-done, and he admittedly noted that there was some minor issues there. And he was my co-coms and did fantastic for myself, DK91460. Everybody, have a good afternoon. Keep an eye out for those other vodcasts and other information as we move forward to week 5 later tonight. Have a good afternoon.